Aries, you found my membership page, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying the videos. So because everything's coming a bit late because of these interruptions that I've been having, I decided to make this video a little bit longer to make up for the videos I didn't post, and then we'll do other videos for everybody in the upcoming month or so, and then we'll transition to the next phase of membership, so you guys will be excited about that. But for now, let's stick to this. So your first line coincides with the winter. I'm going to use the rider deck to clarify. I have a feeling that it's going to be a winter of a lot of work for you, a lot of application of effort, recognition for work. You're going to have your blinders on. You're going to have tunnel vision. I have a feeling that you have a big goal in the world that you wish to achieve, and so that is what you're going to be applying your effort towards. Overall, I think you'll be patient with your future, and I think maybe a little bit discouraged or uninterested in the interpersonal dynamics that are not necessarily flowing as smoothly as you would like them to be. I'm not saying all of them won't be, but I have a feeling that you're going to really want to distance yourself from the ones that aren't. The next message is Moon in Libra, the Two of Swords. Okay, so that's clarification. You feel as though the world, this is why there's a delay. Now we're seeing it. So this is a delay, right, in your dreams. And I feel like it's happening because you don't see the full capacity of one of the options that you're involved in. So there's one of the options that you're involved in has a much broader capacity than you give it credit for. And then we have the Ace of Rods, Ace of Wands, a new beginning, and also you're waiting for a new beginning. You're waiting for a new job to come in. When that new job, the new influx of money or whatever it is that comes into your life, then that is going to be go time. So you're waiting for, I think they say something like the other shoe to drop in order for things to progress. And if you're feeling at the beginning of the year as though you're sort of misdirected, you don't know which direction to go, then there's a piece of information that you still don't have at the beginning of the year that you will receive that will inform your progress. The next message is the Ten of Swords. Again, I have a really strong feeling, if you're women watching this, which is the majority of you, then I have a feeling that you're going to find distance in a situation because you realize logically that there's no way to progress in that direction, and that's going to give you freedom emotionally from that situation. Otherwise, I have a feeling that there's an impasse in a relationship with a female, and that is because there is a point of no return in terms of what was said or what you realized or come to learn. So there's a real dead end here in a relationship with a female, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, and it's emancipating because it's drawing you out emotionally at this point, at the beginning of the year. And when you realize that it's a dead end, that you don't have to worry about it anymore, then I have a feeling that that's going to free you up to be more open in new directions. Then we have the Nine of Cups, fulfillment. If you have a career right now, it's really smoking. You're doing very well. If you have a career right now, it's doing well, you're progressing. Jupiter and Pisces, achieving what you want. So it's easy for you to focus on your career rather than on the things you're waiting for, on your relationships with others that you're not too enthusiastic about in the winter time. And then also just your general environment. I feel like it's too soon to say something, whatever situation we're talking about. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is Moon in Taurus. So you gave something to someone and you're waiting if it's going to return a dividend. So you're seeing if somebody is going to be as generous as you have been with them. On the bottom is the Seven of Cups, which is Venus in Scorpio. Okay, Venus in Scorpio, Seven of Cups. There's illusion around you, Aries, and you're trying to figure out the truth of the situation. And I think that this is going to affect all aspects of your life, in your interpersonal life. Your work, you're sort of getting ready in the winter time you're getting ready essentially in work for the unknown. And I think that that's the best strategy, because you may not know, some of the people that are affecting you may not know exactly what kind of influence they're having on your life. And so you want to kind of keep your head down and keep mowing along until you get all the pieces of information you need. Here is the next message. We have the Three of Air again. So this is the Three of Swords, Three of Air. Definitely learning some very important message about family members. I don't think it's a great surprise. Like I said, I don't see a tower moment for you in a negative sense this year. I don't feel like that's something that's going to happen. What I do feel is that you're learning something about the people that you find in your family, and that's going to be like the pink elephant in the room is about to come out, and it's not necessarily going to be an easy thing, but I do feel as though it's important for you to go through this and learn about it, and it's a point of healing that you have to cross. And most likely you will also receive a lot of support and love from other family members who will help you in some way to come to terms with the realities that you have to accept now. The next message is the Queen of Earth. So she's showing up everywhere around here. There she is again. I have a feeling that this is a resolution in a relationship. There's a resolution in a relationship, and in some way there is a positive outcome to things that were quite complicated, and things are working out now. This is a very strong position. Very likely, especially if you have earth placements as well, this could be a relationship that you're involved in or friends that you're very close with. And so I have a feeling that there's progress being made in other circumstances, and I have a feeling also that these people are providing you help and support in your other circumstances with others, so you can talk to them, you can express your feelings. Then we have the Ten of Water, happiness, joy, and celebration, fulfillment of wishes. Help and joy and celebration, fulfillment of wishes, happiness, looking forward to where you're going as opposed to regretting what you're leaving. So you're going to have encouraging energy from the people around you to walk away from something. So it's like, yes, the past was significant and important and you cared about it a lot, but the direction that you're going is actually quite beautiful as well. Here is the next message. We have the Empress here. These are slightly different cards than the tarot. So in this position, this is about like owning your truth, I feel, Aries. This is about owning your truth in a circumstance and saying, I'm going to be that role for myself. You have very strong energy in the Emperor energy, which means that like your productivity, your work is going to be very abundant this year, your achievement, all of those things as well. The next message is the Page of Earth, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, secondary transits in Earth as well. A new financial beginning. I said this already. Younger people, step up to bat. If you have kids, they're going to help you. People who are younger than you, or at least spiritually younger than you, are coming through to bring positivity into your life as you in some way distance yourself from feelings of defeat and strain, things that are holding you back. So I think that you're trying to really grapple with the information that you learn in the winter time. You're going to learn information that's going to clarify your circumstances. And remember, from the main reading, there was this kind of feeling that you were finding out something about life that was actually holding you back. And now you are in some way taking what you've learned and applying it and thinking to yourself, which direction am I going to go with things? Which way, now that I know this new information, which direction do I go? Okay, so I have a full-size deck next, which is the Mary L. Tarot. And this is more to do with the summer or summer, fall, like that part of the year, the third quarter. Let's take a look at your messages. The King of Wands first, Sag, Leo, or Aries. Secondary transits in fire, Sag, Leo, or Aries. Somebody put you in a conundrum. Some person around you put you in a philosophically or intellectually difficult situation, Aries. And I have a feeling that it's almost like they projected their problems onto you, and you're resolving those issues now in your mind to try to grapple with exactly what they left you with, those ideas and concepts, and they affected your life. So I have a feeling that this King of Wands in some way is, how do you say, this King of Wands is in some way imposing, but sort of also desperate for your attention. And that two-way street with him, or the two-way energy with him, is in some way, it's suppositing responsibility on your plate that you are not necessarily the creator of. And so this person's passing off responsibility onto you. They're being evasive, and I think that you're probably doing it for the most part until you're ready to move on. So you keep doing it. I feel like it's a work situation, or maybe it's your ex-husband leaving the kids more with you than agreed. Those kinds of things. There's someone who is very much the good guy, sort of, but screw boy, they say. But like the person who sort of makes it nice, but in and of itself what they're doing isn't that nice to you. But I think you'll be fine with dealing with it. It'll be frustrating nonetheless, but I have a feeling these strong connections with these earth sign people will very much guard you from any ill feelings or experiences around this man. Then we have the Magician. Okay, this queen, see, she's looking at, it's almost like she's looking at your situation and she's saying, Aries, I'm not going to pull the plug on this yet, because I see that there's internal struggles within the family that I'm trying to help and address. And in some ways, she's also empowering you and helping you in your circumstance so you rise up. So there's this influx of positive energy to rise above circumstances, to move beyond the unknown towards something concrete. The next message is the Ace of Rods. We have this again. So a very critical thing. The main thing I think this year for you so far is actually this card. It has to do with this. I feel like you haven't had enough money to live your life the way that you want to. And although it's not like winning the lottery, some of you guys might win the lottery, but for the most of you, I think that there will be an increase in your career, an increase in your success. And I feel as though a breakthrough moment financially that's going to yield more options, more opportunities for you. And I think that those things are going to be very successful. 10 of Swords, you broke through somebody's intellect. You broke through somebody's mind. This is the Sun in Gemini for some people. But I have a feeling that this King of Cups is no longer, their hang-ups and sort of are addressed. This person is sort of still working through things. They're starting to see the truth in circumstances, starting to see the value. But I think that this person is really there for you, especially in the fall and winter, really throwing their heart towards you, really being open. There's no shyness there. There's nothing hidden. This person is completely trying to make that connection, and you might meet them through this Prince of Wands. Here is the next message. We have the Seven of Swords. So again, we had the Seven of Swords right here. In this, it's, you know, avoidance of situations because you don't know what to say. Avoidance, and this could be happening to you by others. I would suggest that when you're in that moment with a lack of clarity, you could try saying something nice, depending on the situation you're in, but most likely there will be circumstances this year in which you just can't win them over. You know, when a kid is crying and there's nothing you can say to win them over or to make them see it from a different perspective. I have a feeling that this is something like that in life terms, not with children specifically. I think that maybe there are things that you want to resolve that you don't know the truth on, and so I have a feeling that you may be giving up on these situations prematurely, but rather than stepping into the shadow, stepping into the unknown, it might be a good idea to in some way kind of wait and see for clarity to come in, because these people will be bringing you a lot of clarity, Aries. There's a lot of, I think, especially this King of Cups, let me show you. This King of Cups especially is going to bring you clarity, because they're going to wake up from not understanding what you're about and what you're doing towards being completely open towards you. It's total freedom, totally being, you know, open towards you and willing to participate with you or open up to you. On the bottom is the Ace of Pentacles. So what did I say about a new career? I have a feeling that that's going to happen for you right here, and right here in the fall. So in the late summer, early fall, career change is possible, especially by the help of friends. And concurrently at that time, you might feel as though there's a couple situations that are feeling pretty hairy, scary, with people not being upfront or people being wishy-washy. And so then you feel unsafe or unstable. But I feel like other friends or other associates, people you know, will turn around and facilitate for you a transition forward to a positive place. You'll be very, very happy and successful where you are going. It feels like a big slingshot, Aries, actually. Your reading feels so far like I've been pulling back the slingshot and I'm about to send you into outer space. So it's something like that. This Ace of Pentacles marks a new beginning. This could also be a change of lifestyle. So you could be working and that job hitting dead ends because your heart's not really in it. You don't find alignment with the people around you. They're not the same kinds of people. And I feel like maybe you'll become a mom, maybe you'll become a dad, and so your lifestyle will change to more focused on children. It feels as though there's whatever you're doing at the beginning of the year feels very much like an impasse, like something that doesn't feel that great, something that doesn't feel like, it feels like done, like you're done with it. And so then you're going to start searching for a solution, and these people are going to come in and help you find one. The next message is the Leo card. So this is the card of lust. Something that you feel passionate about. There's been a lot, I have a feeling that as you are saying what you want to say to people, or as you're trying to figure out what's going on, the retort that you're getting is a lot of like defensive behaviors, yelling, getting upset, whatever it is, to in some way protect that thing that you have identified as being different than what you remember. So it's not necessarily gaslighting in the sense that somebody's trying to make you feel crazy. This is more like avoidance or defensiveness or trying to like hide the truth from someone. And I think that you're going to see it, and I think you're going to address it, and it's going to be an eye-opener, and it's going to help you to move on. It's almost like believing that you've had a great childhood. Most children who have been abused believe that they had a great childhood until they become adults in their 30s. Oftentimes they're like, oh, wait a minute, there was this and there was that, and that clarity comes. For some people it happens earlier. It depends on how subversive and manipulative your childhood was, but there's this kind of awareness that something that was really something that you thought was perfect may not have been perfect, and that may have been the consequence of other struggles you experience. That may have been the cause, not the consequence, of other struggles you've been involved in. And I have a feeling it has to do with your family. So it's like realizing that, you know, Auntie Anne was actually not as good of a person as you gave her credit for. And when you realize that about your aunt or whoever else, that's going to have a ripple effect on the rest of your family. Then we have the Prince of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, secondary transits in air, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Somebody's coming in with good intentions, open heart, bringing in offers. This just fell out. I want to kind of keep it with this Prince of Cups. This is the Sun, the best card in the deck. I have a feeling this could be a romance, a friendship. Somebody is bringing in very good energy towards you. The Empress, another card fell out, which is the Hermit. So to me, that suggests that somebody's really taking a step back with you, or maybe you are taking a step back towards someone. Especially if you have kids, maybe you're taking a step back from them. And I have a feeling that you need to take a step back to consider your relationship and consider the dynamics you're in. Then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is Moon and Taurus again. There we go. Moon and Taurus, and we had Moon and Taurus here. Success, reciprocation, everything. You get back everything you gave and more in a situation. This is very likely happening at the end of the year next year, but there's going to be, when you think a situation is not going to be as reciprocal as you thought, but I think you'll be surprised in the way that it is. So pay attention. It's coming, and it's going to be great. The next message is the Nine of Cups, fulfillment of wishes, Jupiter and Pisces. So you're going to get your wish. For some of you, this is relocation to another country, to another place for work. If you're starting off the year just hoping for a job somewhere else, by the end of the year, you'll be there. So that's a wonderful thing. On the bottom, boom, we have the Hanged Man again. So it's like prophecy takes time. I want to really call this video something like that. Prophecy takes time. So that includes your premonitions, dreams, visions, all these different things. And I have a feeling that that the things that you had envisioned for yourself are going to come true. The things that you want for yourself are coming true. Just a bit of work, a little bit of elbow grease, a few friends along the way helping you along, and maybe a special connection that actually reciprocates more. Maybe you haven't been receiving from this person because they felt shut down by life or by you in this dynamic, or maybe you felt shut down by them, and so maybe you'll get something more. And we have this kind of, you need clarity at the beginning of the year, and once you find clarity, then you can start working with it and applying it to your life. From that will come financial success in the form of a new job. I can't help but see the card below it. That's the Three of Cups right here, the waterfall. That's a big reunion card. So if you're wondering what kind of career, it could be to do with someone you already know, or somebody you've dealt with in the past, or possibly, you know, a career that, or a job that you did before you go back to. And this Hanged Man is the lesson, because all these things, if you start this in all this illusion, the job's going to fall through. So you have to find that clarity, you have to find that distance, you have to kind of differentiate yourself from some of your experiences, the people around you, and then move forward. And I think that that's what you're going to see. I also want to highlight this for you, because to me that looks just really, really positive. We have the Knight of Cups, Prince of Cups in this deck, the Eight of Rods, and the Sun. So secret admirer, kind words, love coming into your life, gifts. This is a fated relationship. This is a fated dynamic. It can be a friendship, but for many of you, this is going to be love. So, and the Prince of Cups can double up as the King of Cups, a more flexible person, somebody who comes through with a fresh energy to bring some love and positivity into your life. So Aries, I hope you enjoy this. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. I'm uploading this in just a moment, so I'll talk to you soon. And take care. Check out the members only video, and please let me know in the comments below if you want the horoscope spread and what your sun, moon, or rising in Aries is. Okay? Thanks so much. Happy holidays. Take care. Bye.